So I've gotten another cease and desist, this time coming from Ubisoft. And the letter that I received from the Ubisoft lawyer team is specifically related to the McDizzle impersonation situation that many of you might recall from a couple weeks ago now, where he impersonated an employee at Ubisoft and sent me a fake email trying to break a leak and seeing if I'd fall for it, which I did. And then he redacted the employee's name and tried to make it sound like I just fell for nothing when I'm like, no, I researched everything. And this employee that you used, that you redacted, is actually a person that I needed to show people because otherwise nobody would believe me. And now I'm getting a cease and desist from Ubisoft for talking about that specific employee. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And yeah, Ubisoft wants to apparently sue me if I don't listen to their demands. JT. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article that I'll be going over in this video, including the details from the emails and, of course, the people's names being redacted for obvious reasons. So we'll get into that. But yes, Ubisoft did just send me a cease and desist. And not every day that you wake up to legal threats from major behemoths of gaming companies, or in this case, Ubisoft, which is formerly. But yeah, that's exactly what happened when I received a cease and desist from the actual Ubisoft lawyers. The reason? I was duped by a troll by the name of McDizzle Gaming impersonating one of their employees over at Ubisoft. And instead of going after McDizzle, they instead thought it would be a good idea to come at me and say, I need to make some changes to my video because now I'm the one in the wrong. And this is speculation on my part, and I'll get into this in a little bit in this video, but I haven't talked to McDizzle yet. But I would imagine, based off of the things that have happened to me with Ubisoft and seeing what McDizzle has done, the actions he's taken on his channel, I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft reached out to him as well. Anywho, here's the full cease and desist letter that I received from the official Ubisoft lawyer, edited with names being redacted. And it was titled Cease and Desist Letter, Request for Removal of Content. This was emailed directly to SmashJT. And it says, Dear Sir, I am writing to you on behalf of Ubisoft Divertissements Incorporated regarding the content published on your YouTube channel, SmashJT, specifically the video titled I Got, uploaded on February 15th, 2025. The video. The video includes mentions of Ubisoft employee whose identity has been stolen and usurped to send you false information regarding Assassin's Creed Shadows development and release date, and then parentheses, the employee's name that was there redacted. The purpose of this letter is to formally notify you of the unlawful nature of parts of the video, specifically the references to employees' identities. These elements negatively impact their security by divulging their private information to the public without prior approval. Now, before I even go any further in this, the paragraph before talks about how whose identity has been stolen and usurped to send you false information. That right there tells me that these lawyers are not just seeing a blanket video and being like, oh yeah, don't do that in this video. That tells me they have an understanding of the situation, which again lends credence to McDizzle should be very concerned right now if this is what they're sending to me, somebody who's just trying to clear their name from what transpired. I didn't actually take any actions against anybody. I was simply just sharing what information was sent to me by someone who was fraudulently impersonating an actual employee at Ubisoft, which I'm not a lawyer, but I would imagine is pretty illegal to do. But anyways, the letter continues, please find below the timestamps at which the infringing content is shown or mentioned. And it talks about 106 to 110, where the screenshot of the fake email address of the employee includes part of their name and renders them identifiable. Screenshot of the fake email with the employee's name showing, screenshot of the fake email, screenshot of a Google search showing the employee's name as well as a preview on LinkedIn profile, screenshot of employee's blog with their name showing, screenshot of a fake email with the employee's name showing, screenshot of the fake email with the employee's name showing, and all these things that they're bringing up. And I'm just like, yeah, technically none of this is illegal. This is just one of those, it's all public information. So I'm just showcasing the public information. But still, just to be courteous, I'm like, okay, I'll hear them out. But still, they say it's not legal. They say it's unlawful on parts of it. I'm like, well, they can't say it's unlawful. Only a court of law could say that, but whatever. These lawyers will write a cease and desist to scare people. And I understand that better than most people these days because now I'm becoming used to this. It's like old hat getting a C and D, but regardless. Together, the infringing content. Ubisoft takes the protection of its employees very seriously. As such, we formally demand that you take the following actions within 48 hours upon receipt of this notice. Cease and desist from any further unauthorized mention of the employee's identity. Sure, that employee had nothing to do with this situation. I do not want to bring them up. I don't want to indicate who they are. I don't want to talk about them anymore. Totally fine with me. The only reason I brought them up initially was to show people, hey, I actually did my research, and this asshole is the one that lied about it and pretended to be an actual employee and then redacted it and made it sound like he wasn't doing that when he really was. Two, edit the video to eliminate the infringing content and any content allowing the partial or full identification of the employee, which, sure, I will do that out of the kindness of my heart. Not that I think that it's illegal what I did, but understanding that this employee does not deserve to be put in the limelight. They didn't do anything to be out there, and they should be able to work and live their private life as an employee at this company without this kind of drama surrounding them. Totally understand that and am respectful of that. So I will gladly blur them out as a kindness gesture to them. Again, I don't feel like it's illegal, but that's not the point here. I just want to try to do the right thing. And three, provide written confirmation of compliance with this request by sending an email to, and then they gave me their email address, which was an official Ubisoft email address. For those of you wondering if I'm falling for a fake right now, no, I'm not. This is an actual Ubisoft lawyer. Failure to comply with the specified time frame will leave us no choice but to pursue all necessary legal actions to protect the employee's interests. This includes, but is not limited to, helping the employee press criminal charges against you. We trust that you will treat this matter with the urgency and seriousness it requires. So, again, I understand what Ubisoft is doing. And from a certain perspective, I can almost look at it like this is a good company that's trying to protect their employees that don't deserve the drama that they're getting tossed into by, we'll just say, bad actors on the internet like McDizzle Gaming. But regardless of that, I don't necessarily believe they would be successful in pressing criminal charges against me, but that doesn't matter. That's not here or there. The greater point of this is I just want to try to do the right thing for this employee. And if this is something that they're taking very seriously, I would like to accommodate them and work with them to do the right thing for that. They said, awaiting your prompt confirmation, best regards, and then their name. They also attached a bunch of screenshots taken from the video referencing timestamps in the cease and desist letter. Now, it's one thing to get called out for the actual legal issue, but in this case, no, I was literally the victim of an identity theft hoax. Instead of working with me to find the real person responsible, Ubisoft seems to be coming after me. Although I haven't spoken with McDizzle Gaming, I see on his channel right now that his latest videos covering the situation have now been removed off of his channel. So he no longer has the video he made about this situation there. And I would venture to guess that this is something that he decided to do because they either contacted him or he realized what he did was potentially highly illegal and would put him in some hot water if they were to ever contact him. So, regardless of that, I responded, Dear Miss, and then the lawyer's name, I appreciate you reaching out regarding my video and the concerns surrounding Ubisoft employee, and then their name redacted. Out of respect for your employee's privacy and well being, I have taken the appropriate steps to edit the video and remove any content that could potentially identify him. I want to make it extremely clear that I have taken these actions as a voluntary good faith gesture, not as any kind of admission of legal wrongdoing. Situation in question began due to an individual by the name of McDizzle Gaming who was impersonating, redacted the name, and provided me with false information. I was unfortunately deceived by this troll. If your firm is actually serious about addressing this issue, I would like to know whether or not you intend to pursue legal action against the actual perpetrator who engaged in the identity theft and misrepresentation, rather than what I see happening here and you directing your efforts towards me, who is merely a victim of this unethical deception at the end of the day. I would genuinely appreciate further clarification on this matter. In the meantime, please consider this written confirmation that the necessary adjustments to the video have been made. Best regards, Smash JT. This whole situation is completely ridiculous, but honestly, is anybody surprised with how this stuff works? I took steps to blur out and remove any and all mention of the employee that was used by McDizzle, but from the looks of it at this point, instead of tracking him down, the person who actually stole Ubisoft employee's identity and spread the misinformation, they're going after the guy who got tricked into following what they told me. So it's not the greatest look right now for Ubisoft, but I am curious to see if they are maybe pursuing McDizzle Gaming a lot harder than I am right now, but I don't know at this point. Does Ubisoft actually care about stopping identity theft, or are they just trying to cover their tracks and silence discussions about Assassin's Creed Shadows? By going after me here instead of the real scammer, it seems like their priority is damage control rather than any kind of justice. I don't believe I did anything illegal by clearing my name, but at this point, I'd rather not have to deal with another frivolous lawsuit, so I just went ahead and blurred the names in the video. Honestly, I would be seriously concerned if I was McDizzle Gaming at this point. I feel like Ubisoft has a much stronger case against him, and if the axe they were grinding on me was just getting started, I am genuinely curious as to see what their next step here is with McDizzle Gaming. And again, I would be very concerned if I was him. I would be covering my tracks. I would be deleting tweets. I would be deleting videos, removing any kind of evidence of any kind of wrongdoing with all of this to make sure you're doing your best to hide and hope this blows over. But at the end of the day, yes, I did get fooled and I will try to be better with the situation and I will be better. But like I always say with these situations, take everything any YouTuber or even a journalist with incredible, insane amounts of integrity, if they even exist out there, with a grain of salt, because no matter what information gets provided to you, it could be wrong, incorrect, or change, or even the verification process could be broken by someone sending fake information to prove they are someone who they really aren't. Like I said in the previous video, what's preventing McDizzle from going to the next step and falsifying information about the person that he was pretending to be, just to see how far he could push this and understand what works on me and what doesn't. So at the end of the day, it was a really dumb move by McDizzle, and I keep falling back on that. And as far as much people want to get mad at me for the situation, the real culprit is McDizzle Gaming for doing this, and hopefully justice prevails with all of it. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com. I will link this article in the description below. And yes, I'll be definitely talking about this on the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you check it out every weekday night, and even Saturdays. I definitely will be going live as much as possible because it's a lot of fun. So hit the bell for notifications and check it out. Also, follow the live stream channel. If you guys appreciate the content that I'm putting out there, consider joining the channel. I would genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing. Smash it,